Again, this is the start of a 5-game road swing for us.
Here we are, BWI. So we have a tournament. What we about to do?
Party like a rock star.
Hi, Kylie. Say hi.
What's up, yo? When I get in the modes like this, it's championship behavior, championship mindset, championship mode. But there's no emotion here other than doing what it takes to win. I love this too much. So if you're not there, you will never understand how I am or how I think. Because it's not personal here. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together. I am so proud of this team. I told y'all we were going to win. I told y'all what it was going to take. Golly, I'm so proud of y'all. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
3 days have passed since the victory against DePaul. Though the 2 losses on the road were tough to swallow, the team have taken a lot of positives from their trip to Fort Myers. Today, local rivals Morgan State are in town. Being just 4 miles from Towson, the 2 universities share a long and rich history. To Morgan State, this is like facing a big brother, and they come with a point to prove. On a personal level, today is a big day for Towson too. After months on the sidelines doing rehab for a shoulder injury, Pat Anumba is making her debut today for Coach Harper's side. After a season in the American East Conference with UMBC, Pat took a year at junior college in Baltimore to develop her game, where she averaged 21 points over 35 appearances. Today she is making her long-awaited return to Division I. Pat's return, however, is not enough to bring a performance out of the team. Final score, 76-48. A new low.
Here's the thing. I don't say things I regret because I'm such a competitive, passionate person. But I would like this to be the last game that we ever overlook any opponents. And I knew, you can ask the staff, this was the one game I circled on the schedule that I was most scared about. Because y'all were gonna think that they were some shit, like you said, and they want to beat you like their national championship game. This is probably one of the most embarrassing games I've ever coached in my life. But here's the thing, we got Princeton coming in December 5th. Gotta get better, y'all. 1 for 13 from 3, 11 for 17 from the free throw line, 23 rebounds, 18 for 49 from the field. So when I tell you to stay after and shoot, I don't want to hear a drop. You cannot think that the ball's gonna go in the basket and you don't shoot extra. I've been saying this since then. We got like 3 starters that don't shoot extra. I've just never been a part of that in my life. If you want to be excellent, then you will act as though you're excellent. If you want to be mediocre, you'll do the things that mediocre people do, and they just show up and think that they can play. If you don't like your production and you don't like your playing time, do something about it. Can't even celebrate Pat for her first game back. But we are gonna clap it up for Pat. Clap that shit up. Her first game back. She's like, what is that?
You play on average 30 games a season. There's 365 days in a year. So you spend 335 days preparing for 30. And we just took one for granted. It's not worth it to me to give one up.
But we're still Towson. We are still Towson. Yes, we're humble Towson, but we're not going to implode for this. We got to get back and get ready and get to defend it, okay? Here we go, bring it in. Everyone's tight. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
It is a new day at TC. Last week's heavy loss to Morgan must now be left in the rear view, as their next game holds a huge visit from Ivy League school Princeton. The girls are back to work, and the team are focused on the present more than ever after the roller coaster that has been the last 2 weeks. Despite the loss, there are positives for the team. For the first time this season, they have a fully healthy roster, with Pat feeling her fitness improving day by day.
So I've been playing with a messed up shoulder since sophomore year of high school, so 5 years. And me, I love basketball. Like, that's my outlet, that's my go-to. So not having basketball for so long during those 6 months of rehab, I think that's probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life. You know, Coach Harper reminded me every day, like, to be patient.
Pat and I also have, a really close bond because she had a lot of other offers. She had a lot of visits planned and, she's here to be successful.
She was recruiting me to Coppin for a while.
I can't remember the exact day that I got the job. I want to say it was April the 20th. And then April 22nd, everyone started coming in telling me they wanted to transfer. It was crushing at first, but instantly I said, we have to get a point guard. So I went recruiting on Saturday.
She was at a tournament in Bull Williams recruiting. She just called me and was like, I'm at Towson now. Like, same thing applies. I want to bring you in to do the same things that I wanted you to do at Coppin. She was like, I'm gonna leave the tournament, drive up to Towson and give you a tour, right there and there.
I got off the road on Sunday and I had Pat here that Sunday to close the deal.
I think that day, I pretty much knew it was like a no-brainer. I knew what I wanted from an education standpoint out of school, but when she came to Towson, it was more so like, okay, well, now the school can offer me things that I wanted outside of basketball, and I still want to play under Coach Harper, and I'm close to home, so it kind of was like a no-brainer from there. So leading up to Morgan, I was excited, but I was scared. Because initially, I wasn't gonna play until conference games started. But since my rehab was going so well, they were like, let's give it a shot. So, I was a little scared, I was a little nervous. I was very nervous, actually.
And after that loss, you went straight into the Princeton game. How was that for you?
Princeton was...
Oh my gosh. Bro,
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Princeton come to Towson 5-2 and are favorites for the Ivy League championship this season. With college finals approaching, each game day now bears extra weight. And as you can see, some players are more relaxed than others.
Yeah, one just so we have the reindeers. Should I go in the middle? I love that idea. Let's do that. We're trying to balance out the antlers and the...
Rotisserie chicken, and wait for it, tater tots.
As tip-off draws closer, the girls are locking in. Today's pregame talk will be led by the player leadership team. Up step seniors Ryan, Peanut, and Taya.
So if Kylie takes it and you end up hawking, right, on to Chin, more than likely it's going to be Cunningham that you're looking for, right, in transition, shooting a 3. So
just a refresh on the matchups. Kylie got 20, Lex, you got 24, Sky 10, Peanut 0, Quinn 5.
For the keys of the game, pushing transitions, they can't guard us. They're not quicker than us. They don't have enough bench. So, like when I get it out fast, push the ball up the floor because half the time their backs is turned already. Box out and rebound, especially 0, but really everybody. And yeah, go hard on rebounds. 2 hands on the rebound. 2.
Yes.
Talk on defense, we're doing a lot of things differently with staggers and how we're guarding the ball. So we're going to talk on defense and then just be confident in your game. Like we know what we're capable of. We know what we can do on the floor. So we just stick to what we can do.
So I just Coach Harper all the time talks about how you talk to yourself in your head. So just positivity before going into this game because every team is beatable and this team is beatable as well.
Okay, love it. Okay, leadership. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. Let's get it.
Towson exit the first trailing by 7. Sky, Kylie, and Pat the scorers. By halftime, that gap has widened to 15, with Towson missing all of their 3-point attempts and struggling to get a hold of the game.
Seems like we're a little bit confused. Dribble over, set an actual screen. I'm sick of these ghost screens, you're not screening nobody. You have to screen to force a switch. Okay, guys, here's the thing, there's 20 more minutes left. So this is I'm actually excited for a chance where we have some adversity, where we have to fight. Because right now, what happens when people punch us, we just fold. And it's not okay to just fold down when shit gets hard, okay? Hard happens. We're at a season where it's fucking hard. Who's gonna fight? Coaches, anything else?
You guys got to stay in those actions that have continuous ball movement to get something going. You can't split those screens. You just got to come off the screen, use it, and spread. It takes the post player a little while to get to the other side. Just be patient. We have 30 seconds. Just stay patient within our offense. It'll come.
Don't try to dribble through the entire team, Kylie. Trust your teammates. Reverse the ball. Go. Reverse it again. Reverse it, and we will get good shots. I promise you, y'all. But if you don't believe it, let me know so I don't put you in. Because we have 20 more minutes left, okay? Here we go. Bring it in.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Go.
Towson win the third, but only make up 3 points. After a hard-fought final quarter, the Tigers have to stomach another defeat. Kylie and Pat both reached double digits, but Princeton's quality proved too much for the girls. With 2 losses in a row, their backs are against the wall.
And then after halftime, Towson came out more aggressive all around. What happened that resulted in the loss?
I do think we ran out of gas a little bit. I think we definitely subbed a little less in the second half. We had some foul trouble early on, so we were just playing with different matchups the whole time. We're learning a lot about ourselves. We're learning a lot about adversity, and this team doesn't like to lose, so we'll just continue to learn and grow, hopefully, from this.
Let's talk about Kylie. 20 points, does it on both ends.
I don't think anyone goes as hard as her consistently from an exertion and an effort standpoint, and she has to score for us to be successful. She knows that.
Pat Anuma has been great in the 2 games that we've seen her. She's clearly a spark, does a lot of things well, tough drives. Tell us a little bit about her and what she brings to the table.
I was able to watch her flourish. And I mean, having 3 years with her this year plus 2 more, we expect nothing but really great things.
All right, and speaking of the Howard Bison, heading there on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Your thoughts on Howard and their style of basketball?
They are going to play fast. They're led by Destiny Howe. She is a bucket. But they're going to play a lot of junk zones. They're going to force us to make shots. Everyone is tired. Everyone is waiting for finals for Christmas break. It's not just us. It's everyone in the country. So, you know, the excuses are just null and void in my opinion.
You know, Princeton was going to be a test because they have a very good offense and they have some great players on the team. Right now, I'm just in the mode where, like, what do I have to do to get on the court and stay on the court?
The team know that their next match is a must-win. They're back on the road to Howard University in Washington, D.C., who compete in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Forward Quinn Fulmore is looking to continue her streak of starting every game this season.
I started playing basketball in middle school. I went to Lincoln Academy, which is in Greensboro, North Carolina. I hated basketball at that time. It was kind of traumatizing because I was like horrible at the sport. I'm loving this year. Basketball and being a college athlete in general is extremely stressful, but I feel like because of the team I have and the coaching staff, it's easier to manage. I feel like I'm in a better position this year, and I'm enjoying it, and I have a lot of good connections with my coaches and my teammates.
You know, I actually saw a lot of myself in Quinn from just her energy, her highs, her lows, her ability. But I thought she was a better player than I ever could have been, just with her pure athleticism, what she can do, what her physical gifts are. I didn't understand why she didn't play her freshman year, and I was just so excited that she was just such a gift that we were able to have.
Breaking live, Towson women's basketball here. Welcome to our practice. Here we have Quinn. Oh, bring it down some. This is Quinn. Coach Harper is now coaching, and India sits in front of the film and drinks her game.
As a sophomore, her transition from starting 0 games last season to leading the team for rebounds and field goal percentage has been an impressive jump.
Williams now for 3. Bang! Sky Williams gives the Tigers their first 7-5. Over to Harris on the far side. Under 2 minutes to go. Hudson lets a 3 fly over Scott. Can't get it to go. In and out. Cornegay Lucas the rebound. Kylie cuts towards the middle, gives to Anumba. Anumba thought about the 3. Back out, Cornegay Lucas. She thought about the 3. She drives now. Stops, floater off the backboard and in. What a tough bucket. 16-13 with 1:39 to go. The Tigers. Cornegay Lucas over half court, now into the corner. Brings it outside to Nelson. Nelson drifting to her left. Nelson now on the left wing. Picks up her dribble, centers it up to Cornegay Lucas up top. Kylie. Drops it inside for Fulmore. Fulmore battling, tries to go up and under, lays it up, lays it in. Towson pulls within 1. Closing it on 3 minutes to go. Perrin, mid-range, no good. Long rebound out to Williams. Towson has numbers now. 3-on-1. Williams driving, stops, pops, got it. 28-22, break the scoring.
The girls perform at their best to dispatch the Bisons. Sky and Quinn both hit 14 points, with Quinn taking 9 rebounds. India shot 43% from 3 and totaled 13 points in just 20 minutes. And Kylie put in the work for 4 steals, 7 assists, 9 rebounds, and 11 points. Back to winning ways, a visit from Memphis Tigers comes at a great time for the team. Traveling from Tennessee, Memphis come to Towson 5-5. Towson have invited a dozen local elementary schools to come out to the game, so the crowd is full of excited kids, and is a season-high attendance of well over 2,000. This is also the girls' final game before college finals, so stamina is low and stress is high.
Reminder for us again, first play elbow 1, Kylie take the 1. We're going to start off of the Iverson, okay? Number 2, number 11, number 24 are their shooters, okay? So like when we huddle, when we do the right things, we just have to make sure we identify them. This is a game that we can get if we get the details. It's not one of those games that we can miss an assignment, then it's a 3-point game. So make sure you guys are locked in. Gotta have that same energy we have versus DePaul, literally, where we are going to be relentless and tough on the boards. This is the last game we have for 11, 12 days.
Someone has to tell Quinn all the time, get on the block. What happened when she got on the block for Howard? Every single time, Quinn. You can be the most dominant post player to ever play here at Towson if you go to work every single time, okay? When you come off the bench, everyone that comes in, come right and do your thing. India, it's not okay if you're open and you don't shoot. You're too good of a shooter for that. You catch, you look, you shoot it. That's it. That is your job. You come ready to do that. And we gotta know that when everyone comes ready to do, that's what we do. We don't have time for attitudes. We don't have time for pouting. Don't care. Nobody cares. We need to figure out a way how to play well at home, and it starts right now with getting out of our comfort zone, okay? Here we go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Everyone's scoring points, and for a short stint, Towson hold a 22-point advantage. The girls have been here before, and Coach Harper knows that.
Arguably probably our best 20 minutes of basketball that we played thus far this season, so clap that up. But we got 20 hard-ass minutes left. We've done a pretty good job holding them, and now I think our offense got a little bit stagnant towards the end, but we can do a couple more things. Good to have Kylie back. Okay, gotta make sure you understand the value of you not fouling. Every rebound has to be ours. Quinn, they can't fucking guard you. I told you they can't guard you. Every rebound's yours. Every touch in the paint that you like. Be patient. Assert your will every single time. One-on-one, like I said, they can't guard Quinn, so we might go box 2 even, right? Hit, clear out, no help, lob it into Quinn. Think about what's going on in that locker room right now, right? They're going to come in, trying to punch, trying to blow fists. We're going to stay composed, and we're going to do exactly what we're doing. We're going to go good to great shots.
The way they're going to try to get back in this game is with the rebounding. That's what they do when they're down. One thing from watching every game they played this season, they're going to be very emotional this half. They're going to try to fuck with y'all. They're going to get dirty.
Stay confident. We keep our foot on the gas, and we trust each other, okay? Here we go. Bring it in. Finish it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish it. Here we go. 8 minutes.
16 points up. Statistically, Towson have a 97% chance of winning, but Memphis doesn't care about that. As the second half progresses, the lead begins to shrink, and towards the end of the third, it's down to 5, and Memphis are piling on the pressure. Towson are still scoring, but luck isn't on their side. Memphis are making every shot, and with 5 minutes left on the clock, it's level. Memphis take a 3-point lead, but Pat and Lex combine to shift the tie back to Towson. "16 seconds, all tied up. Memphis call a timeout." Memphis had the chance to clinch the win. Towson may not get another shot. Contention at the buzzer. The referees need to verify the video to see if the ball was tipped in before or after the buzzer. The arena holds its breath.
We have them. I will definitely be looking at the film. We're going to get better, but right now you guys don't have any reason to put your heads down. Y'all fought every single minute that you were out there. Every single minute. From a defense and rebounding perspective, I think that's something that we have to continue to grow on as a unit. But as far as our attitude, our energy, our effort, the things that, we preach every single day, we were there, okay? We've grown from game 1 to game 10. It sucks. And I'm not going to say that you guys shouldn't feel this. You should feel it. But does it take you for a week and you stay in it? No. We're going to fix this. We're going to figure it out. This is the time, like I said, we got to stay together. Probably a lot of people have a lot of opinions and things that they think could have been better. Yes, a lot of things could have been better on everything. Coaching, playing, performance, every single level. I'm never one to have the answers of how to fix something like this. But this is a heartbreaking loss. Last thing we wanted to do is lose on a buzzer beater like this, but you guys need to be proud of the performance that you guys did put out, okay? Second half, something that we'll definitely be able to reevaluate, but I don't want you guys to feel this. I will definitely take this one. Just grateful again for Henry, Kelsey, everything they've done to get us to this point. Don't take that lightly, trust me. A lot of teams are really banged up right now. Quinn, 14 points, clap that up. I know it's tough for you guys to clap up everything positive. Sky, hell of a game, 7 for 9, 14 points as well, so clap that up. Kylie, 12-point shot, 50% from the field. India, 3 of 5 in 10 minutes. I know it wasn't a lot of minutes, but that's really, you had a great first half. So claps it up. Make sure you go and wave to your fans. Thank your family for coming. This is not the end of us. This is not the end of us. We got 20 more games left, and we got to get better. We got to, and we will. Okay? Bring it in. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. Credit Memphis for an outstanding second half, and I'm just really proud of our team and the way that we fought. Obviously, it's tough to go down like this. I think for us, it's the second time that we've been up in the fourth, and like Kylie has fouled out, and we've just struggled a little bit.
When was the first time that she went out in the fourth quarter?
Versus Pitt. Probably put her in a little too soon, but at the same time, it's like the lead was slipping, so we knew we needed her. She does so much for us, so sometimes just making other people do things that she does so effortlessly is just challenging. Patty and Noomba, takes a lot of pressure as from just a ball handling, scoring aspect too, as well as Lex, but defending and rebounding is how we are losing games. It's an emphasis for us in practice, and we know that for us to be a championship caliber team, we have to tighten some of those things up, specifically rebounding. So it's one of those things where we know what our issues are. We've found a way to score the basketball, and when you have a 22-point lead, you just have to defend and rebound, and technically, you should win the game. We've all definitely will learn a lot from this game specifically.
With Memphis behind them, the girls split off for their finals. In 10 days' time, they will return for their final pre-conference game.
After the loss, I think I am the worst at getting past things. I think I tend to think about what went wrong on my end a lot. If I missed a layup or free throws or something like that, I feel like that I should have made or that was easy. Learning how to move past things is definitely going to be a growing part of my game.
You know, that's something I have not mastered, the art of losing. I think I've listened to quite a few coaches speak, and one thing that really stuck out was Dawn Staley. She always says 24 hours, win or lose, allow that to enjoy in the win and, you know, allow it to keep you humble after that time. And similarly with the loss, use that 24 hours and you're not going to beat yourself up past that. So I try to take that, even with our team. I don't really reflect or go crazy after losses. I try to take that 24 hours.
After returning from the break for finals, Towson beat UMass 66-40 in their final pre-conference game. They exit pre-conference play with a record of 6-5. That record won't be strong enough to compete for any of the 32 outsider places in the NCAA tournament come March. The team knows that their only chance of qualification is by becoming conference champions. The polls have them slated for 5th, but the girls believe the critics are wrong. They have all the pieces they need to succeed. A conference championship would be only the second in program history, but stranger things have happened.
I think we don't really have a ceiling. I feel like if we follow under the guidance that we're getting from the coaches, we can be a very good team and a very consistent contender in the CAA. I know I'm gonna get a ring one of these years, whether it's this year, next year, or my last year. It's just a matter of how locked in we are, how disciplined, and how focused.
Still to come this season on For the Love of the Game.
Credit our team. I'm just so proud of the performance, the grit, the effort.
I started playing when I was 10 years old.
Cornegay Lucas eyes the three, lets it fly, bang! That's how you start off CAA play. She knows teams are preparing for her. Teams are having a game plan for her, and she's still able to have a double-double almost any given night.